Hey everybody, Dutchman Mods and Repairs back here again, working on 2016 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport. Something we're just doing an oil change, just doing some basic air filter change, basic stuff today. But one of the things we noticed as we were kind of checking things out, we just recently purchased this, is the negative side terminal of the battery. You can see that little bit of wiggle there. Okay, it's a little bit loose, but this nut right here is actually snugged up about it. I mean, it's as tight as you can get it. Now, a couple things I want to point out here, because we've actually just verified this. So I just put it back in the condition that it was when we first saw it. So you look down at the bottom and there's a little bit of a gap. Okay, so that tells me at least one thing at this point, and that is that this is not seated all the way down. Okay, these battery posts have a slight, very slight taper on them, so something like that can be a big deal. And one of the things we're going to do here is I want to show you. We'll get this. I'm not going to be able to do it with one hand, so let me break it loose and I'll come back to you. All right, now we're back. Let's get that broke loose and get that down there. I want to show you something here. That's a 10 millimeter, by the way. The old tried and true 10 millimeter. Like duct tape. I mean, everything in the world now is 10 millimeter nut or bolt. So there's a couple things to show with how this works. This connector here, there's a little bit of a slide here, and this seating area in here is not, it's oval, okay? And the bottom of that nut that I just took off has like a little rounded tapered section to it. Okay, so when you tighten that down, I'll exaggerate this, it kind of pulls that over. Do you see that little bit of movement there? It pulls that over and then snugs in the fitting on there. Okay, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that all the way down. Okay, I know this is basic 101 stuff, okay, but you never know who's watching these and who this might. And if this could save someone a trip to the dealer, I'm all for it. Okay, now watch when I come down. We'll try and get a little bit closer here. I want you to see how that when it tightens that down, you might have to slow the video way down to see the actual movement over, but with your eyeballs you can definitely see it snugging up. And then you just want to, you don't need to crush it. Okay, just get it good and snug, and then that's not going anywhere. Before I could take that with my hand and I could actually rotate it around. Jeep was still running, but that's one of the things with electrical connections. You do not want loose stuff, okay? There are some vehicles that behave weird, and it can also do bad stuff with starters, because basically when you have loose connections and there's any kind of a gap, you're literally forcing the current / electricity, however you want to look at it or call it in your mind, what makes sense for you. We won't get into technical stuff. It just has to work harder. Instead of being, just everything snugged up and good, you get these gaps that everything's trying to work through. But anyhow, so that's what you want, right? No more movement. So I hope that helped you out. Hopefully this saves someone a few bucks. So we'll talk to you soon. Give us a thumbs up. Got any questions or comments, leave those down below. Thanks a lot.